Hello everybody. I have a lot of questions about the aging, about the as a humanity here. All we're human. I was looking for like a history here. Have a lot of nostalgia about the past things, like things. There's a linear timeline. And so many people, have better moments there and there like 10, 20 years ago here. And now they have more health problems here. So what I can do about my life, what I want to, I was like, well, I want to make videos. I want to make videos about the health, genetics, the physics, philosophy. And here is number one, what I can do is anti-aging here. Why I'm so interested in anti-aging here? Because it's kind of like people can have hair transplantation, people can have some kind of a cell replacement over senescent cells. Alright, I was like interested in this aging process, kind of like people are not that interested when they are like little babies, they don't even know what the aging is, a kind of a phenomenon here. Is the aging a real phenomenon? Do the people really die in aging here? Do the people die cancers? Do I see in real life like, is that this kind of like decline through the human life here, is that it's just decline for death here? Welcome to this universe. In this universe we have entropy. Entropy here. Entropy is kind of like energy, kind of like motion of direction of the energy here from a state A to state B here. From a higher, like a state where it's a lower entropy to more high entropy state. The aging is pretty much the same phenomenon here. This aging is part of the physics, Imagine myself like, I try to understand what is life. I want to understand what is aging really here. Like there is kind of a historical reason of aging. When it comes to the universe, don't give a fuck of individuals. Like everybody die, individuals die, nobody lives that long, so all individuals always die and they have to reproduce in order to keep the genes alive here. For me, genes doesn't mean a fuck, guys, I don't care, genes. When it comes to so many people want to have their own genes, imagine the difference of genes, guys, is that people are really selfish genes indeed here, when it comes to example, their own progeny here. Try to understand how people are selfish, okay, so in different ways here. But different ways, it doesn't mean that they're all the same way. I'm selfish in my own way, but it doesn't mean I'm selfish exactly the same way other people here. Some other person is selfish because he wants to have his own children here, but for me maybe it doesn't mean nothing here except comparison to have a children here. Like what good is a children here? Is that it is continual legacy maybe, or it is continue of some genetic lineage here, okay, so where is some genes or specific patrilineal lines will carry off the next generation, like a long line of the gene, like a line of the man and woman, different kind of lines here. Like what is like a generation, like ever since the first ever living species on Earth. I don't know evolution here, but what I know though, apart from evolution, is that I have a desire to beat the senescence. And how it is done, there's a way, is money, knowledge, intelligence, and fucking action here. So it's not just going to plastic surgery here. It is not just only transplanting new organs when all ones die off here. Have a liver transplantation. It is fully and fundamentally to have fully understanding what is the cell process and the genetics, how that affect here. Everybody has some specific genes. Everybody has some specific kind of like cells. How this process could be replaced, that the neurons of the brains do not die holistically here. This individual, when I say this whole universe is very anti-individual, it's like even life, it's just some kind of process of this energy here. Imagine us, we're just some process of energy, guys. It's like process here, we just go like linearly over time. We're just a process of energy here. Try to understand the life here. Try to understand the universe and the physics here. This is an energy here. If nothing can last forever, if these proteins, protons, and neutrons will all fucking decline and decay through the physics in some enormous timelines, what would be left in this universe, guys, in there? People want to live, people like status quo. So will I become a cyborg in future here? A more machine, a less of some kind of biological entity here. So where this is biologically they're immortal, can become more stronger, more longevity by artificial means. The nature here didn't make the humans have that long lifespans, but what about the artificial, the human created systems and manipulation engineering? Human engineering created about the extensive lifespan here, and where there's some linear time with the natural organisms like individuals have some specific lifespans here based on the species here. The speciations, these lifespans are so certain, which can really show the natural distribution of the different kind of like probabilistic lifespans shows that it's really kind of like special context the lifespan. Indeed. So what it takes for us as human to become an immortal here. It's not about only stopping CT scans, but it's become controlling every second, every moment of your rest of your life for ad infinitum here. Immortality is maybe impossible in this universe, it's totally inevitable that a person will maybe die in some way or other here, because you know this universe is just so dangerous for anyone, especially like individual. But in a long lifespan, no species, no cultures, no nations, no religions, nothing will last forever here, guys. Nothing will last forever here. The kind of concept is that, well, what is the reality of this universe here? Try to understand. You have your small little vision, desire, interest, and what can be done right now? What can I do? I can use my smartphone, I can use my computer running some programs using electricity here to understand the proteins and a little bit how they are, how you installing kind of like this kind of molecular scientific programs. Investing company, I created myself a company called Anti-Aging Company, and this Anti-Aging Company is pretty kind of like international company. We have a laboratories in China where we do basic laboratory experiments of different kind of the proteins, the cells, trying different genes, trying a million different things. Okay, so we have tried infinite number of different actions, like a medical research. You just try trial and error here. And how to invest this thing here? The kind of things anybody can work, no matter what is the occupation, they can invest in money here. What is it here? It's a lifetime process. This is from here to eternity here. Desire to stop the aging process at last. Doesn't guarantee that in becoming immortal, you know, you can die any moment to some black hole or infinite number of other causes, the case in here. But it at last will stop aging. It will stop the generation of cells in the individual bodies. It will stop that thing here. That is my concern here. And is this possible to happen? Well, I will do my best. Thank you for watching here. Let's get started of this shit, you know. So, you need some little